Hi, I'm Jack Crawford, Director of Certification for IPC. I'm going to tell you about our certification and training programs that we have developed for the industry. Actually, I say we have developed, and that's a misnomer. We're fortunate to have a group of technical training committees made up of your peers from the industry that provide the direction and guidance for what they want in the training and certification programs. Because of that, we're able to say that our training programs are industry developed, industry approved, and industry traceable. Very easy to use for your internal ISO or AQS certification programs as a direct plug-in. Primary purpose for the training and certification programs is to enable the users, whether they're the manufacturers or the customers, to have a common understanding of the criteria that's within the standards. We have 5 programs built around 5 different standards or guidelines that have been published. These are J Standard 001, a materials, process, and acceptance criteria standard for EMS manufacturers. IPC A600, a bare boards acceptance standard. IPC A610, a solder and assembly connection standard. IPC WAMA A620, cable and wire harness standard. And the IPC 7711/7721 rework, repair, and modification guideline. 2 of these programs, J Standard 001 and the IPC 7711/21 standard, both have workmanship requirements and hands-on training as part of the training certification programs. The A600, 610, and 620 programs are discerning programs, teaching users how to understand, find the criteria, and apply it from the standard. Even with the economy of the last year and the stresses it's placed on industry, we've seen a really significant growth in participation in these training and certification programs. And to be exact, we've had 14% growth from January 1 through December 31st of 2009, currently have 8,749 certified trainers that are dispelled across 3,490 companies internationally. This says something about the importance that industry places in these programs. One of the programs, the A600 program, hasn't had quite as much growth at about 8%, but the A620 program for cable and wire harness, especially international, has enjoyed over 20% growth. Internationally and domestically, or the United States, have a ratio of about 60% in the U.S., 40% international, but the international growth is growing very much. In fact, for the A610 program, there are currently more certified IPC trainers outside the United States than there are inside the United States. International growth, international use presents some challenges to us because it means we have to translate both the document and the training program, and the international programs unfortunately sometimes lag the U.S. programs just a little bit. You may be aware of the J Standard 001 and IPC A610, IPC A600, and the IPC 6012 documents that are all right at the end of a major revision cycle and are being prepared for release at Apex in 2010. What that means is that we also have to be working on updating the training and certification programs. Starting in the fall of 2009, the technical training committees from the industry started meeting, putting together a very comprehensive list of what works and what doesn't work so good, what could be improved. And we've now had several meetings for all of these standards. We have a training developer in place, and we are hoping to have all of these program updates released to industry by the summer of 2010. Unfortunately, the training programs have to lag the standard publication just a little bit because we have to know what the final words are that are in the standard. We'll be doing some beta classes in May, June, July timeframe, and we'll get to publication as soon as we can after that. If you'd like to know more about these training and certification programs, I invite you to come online to look at www.ipc.org/ certification. And there you'll see some descriptions, and you're welcome to contact me anytime. My email address is very easy, Jack Crawford, all one word, JackCrawford @ipc.org. Be glad to answer any questions you might have about training certification and to entertain any ideas you have for some growth in our programs. Thanks for listening.